Hey, what's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a personal journey from a casual player to a Sparking Zero Pro. Now when I say pro, I mean more like a pro with an asterisk mark because I'm not a Z rank player or anything, but I've been climbing through the ranks pretty easily, so I'll be showing you guys my progress, but I'll be breaking down tips, strategies, and mindsets that have been helping me climb through the ranks. Like most of you guys, I started this game as a complete noob. Truthfully, I did. I was just button mashing, pressing buttons repeatedly, not knowing what's going on, not understanding what's happening, and I was just pressing my buttons all willy-nilly. Back then, I didn't know the difference between combos, special moves. I lost a lot. And I mean a lot of games. I lost like my first 10 matches playing this game, truthfully. But I was determined to improve. But seriously though, if you scroll back far enough, you really see me getting crushed by CPU characters, literally by AI. The Great Ape, yeah, it terrorized me too. Let's talk about humble beginnings, right? So the first step to leveling up was mastering the basic things like timing, dodging, super counters, Z counters, and truthfully just understanding the system's game mechanics. Understanding what the game wants you to do and how it wants you to play and how to utilize those things is surely what's been helping me improve overall. I mean, truthfully, I also spent a lot of hours in the training room and practice room just refining my combos and testing out different characters, different quirks, things that benefit me in the long, things that I enjoy, things that I look for in a character, and the way those characters play the game. So some quick tips that I can give you guys is, number one, spend time in practice mode. I understand that a lot of us do not want to go into training mode, but we must. Like, if you truly want to get to the next level, get to the next step, you have to get a feel for your favorite characters and learn how to play the game. Understand the system mechanics of the game. Tip number two, you have to learn how to block and counter to avoid big damage. There's a lot of times where we just taking back shots over and over and over. And trust me, I am a back shot giver. I am a back shot enjoyer. I love giving back shots. But when it's happening to me, I learned how to super counter. You feel me? Because catching back shots all day, every day, it is not the way. So if you learn how to super counter correctly, this will save you a lot of, pounding back there, if you will. Tip number three, study your opponent's patterns. This gives you the edge in matches. A lot of players tend to go and have their own frequencies. A lot of players tend to just do their thing over and over again, expecting a different change. What's that one quote talking about the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result? Yeah, that's people in rank matches. Everybody in your D rank, C rank, B rank, A rank, S rank, and even Z rank. Everybody has habits. Every single player you play, everybody has habits. And it's up to you to determine what those habits are and how to break those habits down in order to win those matches. Once I nailed down the basics, it was game on. But that was just the beginning of my journey to becoming a Sparking Zero Pro. Climbing the ranks in Sparking Zero wasn't easy. It took patience and a lot of losses. I mean, my win rate is what, 60%, 70%? It's not that high. But instead of getting frustrated, I treated every match as a learning opportunity. I was playing this guy, yesterday? His name was Majin. And he smoked me. He's a Z rank player. And he washed me like 20-2. But after I finished playing that set with that long 2-3 hour set with him, I went into rank and guess what happened? I leveled up to A rank. And those are the differences that you have to learn. I study from top players. I like watching plays. I learning from my mistakes. It's very easy to lose a couple games, a bunch of games, and just get demoralized. Sometimes you have to take those losses and understand why you're losing. Ask the person who's beating your ass, ask them, yo, what am I doing wrong? What can I do better to improve? That's the thing. A lot of us have our own pride, our own ego that we don't want to improve. Like we just want to take, oh, nah, you're mashing. Oh, nah, you're cheating. Oh, nah, you're cheesing. Nah, sometimes the person is just better than you, and it's okay to ask for help and ask how to get better. But one of the most important things is to stay patient. You're gonna keep improving. Everyone hits roadblocks, trust me. Everyone hits roadblocks. Sometimes we get hard stuck, C rank, D rank, B rank. It happens to us. But it's all about pushing through those tough moments. Now let's talk about some pro level tips that help me take my game to the next level. If you're serious about climbing the ranks, these are some must-know strategies. Tip number one, mastering your character synergy, team composition can make or break your strategy. So a lot of times when you're playing on rank, people tend to play like Super Vegito, Jajirobe, and a 2-point character that has afterimage strike like a Vidal or something, right? This is very important when it comes to mastering your team composition and understanding your strategies that you want to go with. Because do you want to play Jajirobe and Sensu being all match, or do you want to play Vegito and spam afterimage and be able to cheese your opponents, if you will, try to outplay your opponent? But you have to know like what team comps can work with each other, because again, in this game there's the system called DP, and with a DP system you're only allowed to have a max of 15 points. Every single character in this game has their own points, so it's up to you to determine what characters fits what and understanding what can benefit my character. For example, like if you play Goku Black as a monster, they confuse and you get a boost, right? There's things that you can do in the game to maximize your chances of winning. Tip number two, advanced dodging techniques. Learning how to time your dodges perfectly can swing the battle in your favor. A lot of people may look like they have great defense, but in reality they don't. In this game, you can hold down your guard button, and while holding down your guard button, you can also hold down circle. This is if you're playing on standard, of course. you can hold down circle. And while you're holding down guard and holding down circle at the same time, if the opponent ever does a block string on you that's fake or a combo and it drops, you'll be able to get perception frame 1 and be able to counter your opponent. Now, of course, you can now play this by, if your opponent knows like you're holding the perception button, they can sidestep, you can go behind you, stuff like that. But it's good to understand like these types of things that you could do in the game. Or like when I said earlier, when you're getting backshotted, learning that you can super counter, that you do have defensive option that you can use. Also, some of the characters in the game have a move called Explosive Wave. What Explosive Wave does is basically, like if you played any of the fighting games, is a burst button. It's a get off me button. It costs 2 skill points, but it's worth it because it gets the character completely off you. So for whatever reason you're getting bomboed, the opponent went to instant sparking and they're hitting you from the back and they're just doing massive damage to you, you can spend the 2 bars to get them off of you. It's a really great system mechanic. Tip number 3, predicting your opponent's next move. This is where the mind games come into play, right? A lot of people want to use a cheat strategy. A lot of people go in the game is to get 3 bars to do their after image strike, to just go in repetitively, non-stop, consistently, and play in a way that's unpunishable, if you will. But the truth is, there is counterplay. Everything has counterplay. Some are harder than others, but everything has counterplay. If your opponent is using after image strike, you can always just key blast spam them. You can just throw key blast at them, and that will smoke them because after image strike is involved to physical strike attacks, but not throws or key blasts. So if I want to close the distance and I want to throw you while you're in after image, because after image lasts 15 seconds, I want to throw you or I want to kite around you and throw key blast and kind of just play this little slow game with you, I can do that. A lot of players have their tendencies, like I said earlier. A lot of players have their own habits that they get into, their own mindset that they get into when they play the game. Some opponents want to be rush heavy, some people want to play a little bit more defensive, other players want to do a mixture of both. And it's up to you to figure out what it is that they want to do in order to counter their play and throw them off their balance. One of the biggest factors in becoming a pro player is your mindset. It's very easy to get frustrated, but staying motivated and setting small goals was a game changer for me overall. I started focusing on improving one thing at a time. Instead of trying to win every single match, I set goals like perfecting my dodges, landing a difficult combo. These are small wins that kept me motivated, even though I wasn't ranking up as fast as I wanted to. Sure, I might have been stuck here for a little bit, and sure, I might be losing 5 games in a row. But the purpose of me losing these 5 games in a row is because I'm trying to test something out and see if this works. If it works, yes or no, do I move on? Oh, this doesn't work? Okay, how can I improve this action that I'm trying to do? Oh, does this combo work? No. Why doesn't it work? It's more like of a trial and error, trying to figure out what it is that you can do and what it is that you can't do, what works and what doesn't work. Fast forward to today, and I'm still not a pro Sparking Zero player, but my journey has just begun. I'm going to be going on rank playing every single day. So if you guys want to catch me live, you guys can always come through to the Twitch at twitch.tv/whatdannydo. And I'm going to be climbing through the ranks. I went from D to C to B and now A. The next goal is to get S, and then after S is Z rank. So if you guys want to follow the journey, make sure you guys come through to the Twitch and show your boys some support. We'll be here grinding. And if you want to just play some casual games, come through and come play with me. Just, hey, Danny, you want to come play? Yo, Danny, you want to? And I'm always down for some games. I'm always down to improve. Remember, steps to success. I'll be dropping more tutorials and more what if battles for you guys to improve as well. So if you want to see more of that, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. There's a lot of you guys that be watching these videos that don't actually subscribe. So if you guys can, please do me a solid and hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. But anyways, thank you for joining me on this journey. Drop a comment down below and share your own story with me. Let's keep leveling up together. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you everybody for being here, and I'm out. Peace.